If you're a serious gardener, you're going to want a serious tool. And the Tech Team 776 is going to be the right one for you. When it comes to planting bulbs or seedlings, basically there are two ways to go. You can use short-handled tools, or you can use long-handled tools. If you have a small garden, you're only going to plant 2 or 3 bulbs, short-handled tools are the way to go. On the other hand, if you're going to do some serious gardening and you're going to plant a bunch of bulbs, you might want to consider using long-handled bulb planting tools. Overriding problem with all your short-handled tools is that because the handles are short, you either have to do your gardening and bulb planting from your knees or from squatting. Now for young people that may not be an issue, but as people get a little bit older, that can become an obstacle. Your basic lineup for your short-handled tools you can use for bulb planting are a trowel or transplanter. We all know how to use that. A tube-style bulb planter, or a handy little garden pick. The cylindrical tubular style bulb planter that we're all familiar with is not a bad choice for putting in a few bulbs or seedlings. However, this handle is only about 3.5 or 4 inches wide, just enough to get one hand on, which means you don't have much leverage. Unless you got really strong wrists or forearms, you're going to tire rather quickly after maybe 2 or 3 holes. Now we move up to the handy little garden pick. This is a great tool. You can easily and quickly dig holes with it, but once again, it takes a lot of arm strength to repetitively use this and plant more than a few dozen bulbs. The garden spade is a good choice. It has a long handle for a lot of leverage, usually has a fairly comfortable grip, but it requires strength because it's heavy and may not be suitable for people with small frames. In addition, it has a large blade, and this may make holes that are much bigger than what you need for the bulbs you're planting. There are numerous types of long-handled bulb planting devices available on the market. Many of them are complicated and sophisticated mechanical devices with pins, levers, and such, which of course are only going to get contaminated with dirt, jam up, and when they get wet they're going to rust, and you're probably not going to be too happy. For this particular type of tool, simple is better. This number 776 bulb and seedling planter from Tech Team is absolutely ideal for this type of job. Not only does it have a wide handle that gives you a lot of leverage and comfortable grips so you don't damage your hands and get tired, it also has a really big foot peg so you can put some real weight on it while you twist so that you can get through tough ground and roots to get those holes dug exactly right. On the top this soil is dry, but an inch or two down it's moist. This way we can cut some decent holes with our bulb planter here. But if the soil is really dry, you might want to consider getting the soil moist beforehand and then letting it set for an hour or two before you begin your bulb planting. Outside of using some type of power-driven bulb planter, this is as good as it gets. With minimal effort, you can quickly and easily plant a large number of bulbs. This tool has an industrial-grade, heavy wall, steel tubing handle, center post, and foot peg. The handle is a full 12 inches wide to provide maximum leverage. Comfortable foam rubber bicycle grips protect your hands. Foot peg is also a full 12 inches across. This allows you to apply maximum pressure even if you're wearing heavy-duty work boots. One of the primary reasons people become unhappy with this type of tool is that due to the length of the handle, people are inclined to pull against it to try to lever the hole a little bit deeper or a little bit bigger. Due to using thin wall tubing and simple spot welds, this will cause the tool to break at this point. That of course ends your planting session. We use extra heavy steel tubing throughout. It's industrial grade, and then we use full industrial grade welds to secure everything to give you many, many years of long service. The digging barrel is a full 3.5 inches in diameter. This means that you can get the hole big enough to plant your Asian lilies and your gladiola bulbs. The business end of the blade is cut into a dental pattern, so it makes it easy to rip through tough ground, sod, and roots. The barrel has oblong cuts on each side and then a series of holes. These help you recognize exactly how deep you're cutting. In addition, they provide easy access to the barrel so you can remove clods of dirt or sod. If you're a serious gardener, you're going to want a serious tool. And the Tech Team 776 is going to be the right one for you.